Previously on building Benji's movie park.
From here, it's just gonna be like a very romantic boat ride. This is the final drop, which I don't think is gonna fit. I'm just using some very basic blocks to get you the idea. Let's paint all of this a very basic stone texture because this, I can't stand it. This just honestly hurts my brain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this brand new episode of building Benji's Movie Park 2. I am in summer vibes. Honestly, it's amazing. We're gonna continue building this summery underwater vibe. So I thought, you know what, let's get in the mood, hence the shades and the new layout. So you know what, let's just get straight into it. As you guys know, in the previous episode, we covered this area. I made the ride that you see here. It's quite glorious. And now we're gonna have to make all these mountains and these rocks look a little bit better. Obviously, this is an underwater world, so we're gonna have to make a lot of corals and a lot of pretty colorful elements. So let's get started. Now, I know once again that I said I wasn't gonna make too many rocks anymore, but here we are once again adding rocks. This time, however, it's gonna be a tad different because most of these will be covered by other stuff anyway, so you won't see many of them. And I won't lie, I'm quite curious to see what I actually end up with because there's a ton of options and most of these corals are very detailed and very small and you know, that's going to be a problem. However, first, let's see what happens if I add some very simplistic rock structures like this, kind of large, not too detailed and you know, detailed. This time, first, I will add some very large ones, and then after that, I will start adding some more detail using smaller ones on top, kind of similarly to what I did to the rocks in the western area. I just have no idea if it will actually work because, you know, you never know. Besides underwater rocks, I'm not sure if those have a specific look, but I suppose we'll just try this, as we always have. Once again. See, and then just like this, I'm gonna go over it with a bit skinnier rocks, so to speak. Does that look nice? It looks a bit strange, I won't lie, but whatever. Here you go. Now, before actually covering up this entire mountain like this, first, let's kind of experiment with this tiny area I made here. I have a bunch of reference photos I'm gonna use to, you know, base all my corals on. So really, let's begin here with one of these tubey ones. Tube kind of like corals. Oh, what am I saying? What am I saying? Let's make a bunch of these that kind of stick out on different heights, like so. Every now and then I just say random English stuff. I don't know why. My accent just kind of changes over time and transforms into whatever really content I'm watching the most. So essentially, if I watch a bunch of British shows, I slowly start talking British more. Same goes for Australian, anything, really. Trust me, I'm just as weirded out as you are. This, however, looks promising as hell. Let's kind of try this and then experiment with color and texture. These definitely have to be some sort of pink reddish color like this, but the texture, that's gonna be the difficult thing, innit? Maybe glacier? Oh, yikes. I mean, that has potential for other stuff, but not this. Maybe just rock, actually? To be fair, that is not bad. Or basalt is okay too. There's so many different options. Wait a minute, what about pebble? That actually looks really nice. Yep, that's it. That is literally perfect. Look at that. Yes, very good. We can also add these kind of holes in them using simply black cylinders inside, like that. Oh! I have barely even started, and this is already becoming way too insane. Imagine having to do this to every single one. All jokes aside though, that looks nice, so let's try the second variant. Now, call me lazy or call me incredibly smart. I'm just gonna put some balls here, some spheres, and to these I will add a texture of some sort that will hopefully make it look as if these are the kind of, well, these kinds of things. I'm not even gonna try explaining that. You get exactly what I mean. Let's kind of try that right here. We definitely want to have a bit of a greenish yellow tint for that. Yellowish green, sort of. Let's first try pebble as well, because I feel like, see, I feel like that's it. That looks fine. Well, it's nice to know that there are some simpler ones we can add overall, but let's move on to another one. And these guys are definitely gonna be the most insane. Essentially the ones that kind of look like trees, if that makes sense. They have a bunch of you know, different kind of branches, but they are flat on one side. Basically, they're like a 2D tree, kind of. Let's see what happens if we try something relatively simple like this. I mean, this is still an insane amount of work, but it's kind of random also, so there's no need for it to be, you know, symmetrical or perfect or any of that. We can just kind of freestyle this stuff, which is my favorite. Yeah, no, this is a painful job for sure. Actually, I regret this whole decision of making a coral reef. It seems incredibly dumb now that I think of it, but we're gonna do it anyway, because we're badass like that. Here you go. See that? It does look nice. See, that's great and problematic at the same time. It's great because it looks nice. We love that. Very problematic because this means we're gonna have to do this one all over the place as well. Kill me now. Guys, I am very happy though that I'm finally doing something different. I'm honestly getting so tired of constantly doing the same things. It's quite insane. For this one though, what shall we do in terms of color? Maybe orange? But I definitely don't want to go for this same texture again. Maybe limestone. Ooh, would you look at that? I won't lie, that is looking sexy right there. Ooh, and towards the top it becomes more yellowish, and towards the bottom it's more like orangey, warm orange. Kind of like that, where it kind of fades out. Oh, I love it! Oh god, this is a problem though, isn't it? And to be fair, there are a bunch of elements in nature that we could potentially also use. For example, this crystal. And just hear me out. In general, wait, actually, it's pretty cool to use crystals. Just in general, crystals. In the sense where they're actual just crystals. That's that's quite nice. Just like this in the walls. Wouldn't that be lovely? Also because they glow a little bit. Oh, I can see this. I can see this becoming so cool. There is a ridiculous amount of potential. This is also gonna be instantly looking amazing at night, which is also quite lovely. But say we used this star kind of tree somehow. For example, we just kind of spin this around, make a nice blob like this. Could that become nice at some point, maybe? That is a bit of a mess. That is. No, let's get rid of that. What about this tree? If we just rotate this a bunch of times around, makes it look like a Christmas tree, but this definitely does have some potential. Yeah, that's fine. The color is terrible though. And of course, there's also these palm trees, which definitely have these nice detailed leaves. So maybe we could use those somehow in here, like this. We make the leaves green as well. That looks a bit whack, I won't lie. No, that's not great. The cactus! We can definitely use the cactus. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! If we just move this around a bunch of times, like this, we get all these Yes! Oh, that is perfect! That's also gonna save an insane amount of time. Look at this. Okay, this is the best one yet, or at least the most efficient one yet. This is great, and it looks fine. It's not like the most detailed coral ever, but it's absolutely fine. I keep calling all of these corals, but of course half of them aren't actually corals, but just underwater plants, but that is lovely. We definitely should have some actual whiter ones. So let's try these actually. Although the grass texture does make them look a bit gray. Dude, I am loving this already. I am telling you. Now, obviously, I could have expected the local item limit is going to be a problem because already I can't add more of these guys. But I thought these could kind of fill up the empty, boring areas on the forest floor. Did I really just say forest floor? Ocean floor, bloody hell. This definitely has a nice look to it, but yeah, the thing is, all of this looks I mean, just look at that. The potential is ridiculous. But you know what's also ridiculous? The amount of effort and time this will take. This may actually kill me for real this time. I'm not even kidding. This may be a genuine attack on my mental health. But you know what? We're gonna do it anyway because it's dope as hell. That was a joke, by the way. I also had this other idea to up here once this rocky area has been finished. What if we put a giant shipwreck here? Like an old ship. Isn't that just the most epic thing you could possibly imagine? It is. Back here, let me just add some more of these rocks and a bit of an open area to put the ship on later. So we can move on and you know, die, because we're gonna add so much coral. It is actually alarming the amount we're gonna place down, but you know what? It's fine. Besides, I'm not gonna do all that today. I mean, that would be kind of insane, right? I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. I am finding that for this underwater area, it seems like a pretty nice idea to have different layers of height. For example, as you can see here, that has kind of a nice look to it and allows for a bunch of different corals to be put on top. So let's go for that. Now let's also already put some of these bushes up here to kind of see what that will look like. Give it some shape. There was also someone who commented the idea to make a kraken somewhere that holds up the track. Now, I'm not sure about the part holding up the track, but a kraken in general is super cool. I'm definitely gonna add that at some point somewhere. We definitely also want to add some different colors in there, just have some more variety, right? Kind of like this, where some rocks are a tad brighter, others are a bit darker. Oi, 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 mamma mia. This is just looking lovely, isn't it? And you know what? I can't stand it because there's no going back now, is there? That's the worst part of it all. I do this stuff, and then I just kind of put myself in a corner where, you know, I can't stop. I just have to finish this, because otherwise I'm letting both you guys and myself down. But you know, at the end of the day, when we do finish this, the satisfaction I get out of that is just wild. Another one of these really complicated ones here. This looks so lovely. This one's a bit smaller, a bit more simple. There you go. Ooh! I like it. I actually really think this is going to be one of these live streams where I just add all of this stuff and hang out with the guys in a live stream, because obviously I'm not going to make an entire video of just placing down these elements. That seems a bit excessive. You know what I completely forgot about? These bad boys. Oi, oi, oi. Yep. Same kind of thing as with the cacti. You can just put these, like a bunch of them together like so, and you instantly have like a cool looking plant or kind of some kind of thing. I mean, the only thing is this is limited to wood, of course, but you know what? That's fine. And then we haven't even talked about all the other scenery we can add, like a treasure chest. Wow. Like a treasure chest. Guys, aren't you in love with all this? I am. You know what we can even do? Add sand, like a tiny little psych. Like a tiny little beach towards the edges of these rocks, kind of like so. I don't know if these spheres are actually the best option for this, but we can just kind of see what happens. And then this we can paint in the sand color. See? Ooh, okay. I'm not sure about the spheres, like I said, but the vibe I am definitely here for. I am liking the way that looks. Kind of like this, maybe. Already a bit better. Yes. That gives it some, you know, some extra vibrancy or something. I don't know. Do you know what I realized? I didn't actually use any of these yet, which is interesting. I mean, obviously they are a different texture than these rocks I built, but maybe it's not that big of a problem. We can just kind of see on this edge here, because it is always kind of nice if these rocks fade out into the sand. Just kind of like a nice touch, I suppose. Dude, and we haven't even talked about the actual fish and sea creatures that we can add. Oh my god! I feel like this video also has been a bunch of talking and not so much building, but well, to be fair, we did build all this. I mean, guys, I am bursting with ideas. What if we add little shells on the beach? Just like circles and other shapes like this. A bunch of different sizes. Oh, we can even do one of these, like the long spiky ones. Just like that. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited. This is getting out of hand. Look at that. This was not supposed to happen. Any of this. This was supposed to be mediocre. Okay, see, that is less ideal. Well, boys, unfortunately, I have to stop here because first off, my time is up, and second off, this is already a full video on its own, unfortunately, but I am so excited for this, guys. Maybe it's just that I'm in a good mood or something, but oi, 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 look at that. Yeah, I think this area may just become absolutely insane, but if you have any fun ideas, which honestly, I'm sure you have, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and maybe I will add them in a future video, who knows. And for today, I suppose that is it. If you like this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park. What's wrong with me? I have way too much energy right now. What is happening?